The Bucks take on the Magic in Game 3 of this first round playoff series, and that's going to be a 1 p.m. Eastern tip-off. Series all knotted up at 1 apiece. The Bucks are the 12.5-point favorite. Totals 233 and a hook. The Magic are plus $6 for another upset win. And if you like Orlando to cover, they're minus $1.10, catching the 12.5. I'm 4-0 in my last 4 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. I'm also 2-0 in my last 2 MLB tier package plays on that site as well. For more information on how you could access these exclusive premium selections, the link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now the Bucks are coming off a nice 15-point victory over the Magic in Game 2. They scored nearly 40 points in the second quarter alone. The Bucks are winning nearly 70% of their games away from their home court. And yes, the bubble is indeed away from their home court. The Bucks have also covered in 7 out of their last 10 head-to-head meetings with the Magic. Milwaukee's in the top 3 in scoring, top 3 in offensive rebounding. They are also averaging nearly 119 points per contest for the entire season. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging 30 a game in this series, 19 rebounds, 6 assists. Eric Bledsoe is also averaging 14 a game in this series, along with 6 assists and a block. And Brook Lopez also finds himself scoring 13 a game in the postseason, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. The Bucks are in the top 3 in offensive field goal percentage, top 10 in fewest points allowed. They're 5-1 straight up in their last 6 with Orlando. They've won 15 out of their last 20 conference games. They're in the top 3 in scoring away from home, top 3 in offensive rebounding away from home as well. They're taking on a Brooklyn squad who's still going to work. An Orlando squad who's going to work without Al-Farouq Aminu, Jonathan Isaac, and Mo Bamba. Aaron Gordon's still listed as questionable, and Michael Carter-Williams has been downgraded to doubtful. The Magic have lost 6 out of their last 8 ball games and averaged just 103 points per game in those losses. Orlando's won less than 25% of their games as the underdog, and they rank in the bottom 10 in scoring. Orlando once again has covered the number in just 3 out of their last 10 meetings with the Bucks. They also rank in the bottom 5 in offensive field goal percentage, bottom 10 in defending the 3-ball. Now total-wise, 3 out of the Magic's last 4 ball games stayed under the total of 233.5. 6 out of their last 8 also stayed under that number as well. Orlando's currently 80% to the under in their last 10 meetings with Milwaukee. And speaking of the Bucks, 4 out of their last 5 contests stayed under the total of 233.5 themselves. Give me the Bucks laying the points and the under 233.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's NBA playoff basketball action. Happy Saturday to you. The weekend's finally here. Hopefully you guys are not too hungover here today. But if you are, no big deal. You got a lot of basketball to watch here today. And speaking of which, we are 4-0 in our last 4 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. We're also 2-0 in our last 2 MLB tier package plays on that site as well. If you want some more information about that, link for that site is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Pacers Heat Game 3 of this best of 7 series. 3:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Miami's up 2-0 in the series. They're also minus 5.5, total 213. If you like the Pacers to cover the number here, they're minus $1.10, catching the 5.5. The Pacers have lost 4 out of